With views of Boston, land in Berlin is now protected and can no longer be altered or developed. Tuesday, the town celebrated the purchase of 80 acres of land that will be used for things like hiking and sightseeing. Our Chandler Walsh joins us now with the details. Chandler?
Olivia, the land was previously family-owned for decades. The town has been working to secure funds to purchase it for several years and have now been able to through a federal Land and Water Conservation Fund. A jackknife ribbon cutting and the Berlin Conservation Commission celebrates adding about 80 more acres of protected land. The commission's Walter Bickford says it's one of the most important purchases in his 72 years in town.
When I was a kid up on Mount Pisgah and hearing the stories of this area and the farmers and looking off there, looking towards Boston, you know, this always should have been protected.
Thanks to this new addition, the town of Berlin now owns the largest single piece of conserved land east of Worcester at about 400 acres. It's filled with wildlife habitats and trails like this one on Mount Pisgah.
There's wetlands here and red maple swamps. Then you get in the oaks going up the slope. Deer, coyote, I've seen bobcat tracks.
About 1/3 of the town is preserved space. State Representative Harold Naughton says it allows Berlin to keep its roots while the town is developing at its borders.
It really hasn't affected the quality of life. Berlin is still a small, bucolic country town that people enjoy living in, like something you would have seen 40 or 50 years ago.
This land purchase is the result of a 6-year effort with the Sudbury Valley trustees to secure a more than $100,000 federal grant. The group walked into the wilderness Tuesday for a celebratory hike. Land protection specialist Ashley Davies says the land can no longer be altered or developed.
It's not zoned for industrial or commercial use, but it would have been probably a large residential development.
Bickford says the acquisition connects preserved land on either side and is home to one of the best views in this part of the state.
If you go up in the overlook, you can see the Prudential and that John Hancock Tower.
People think you need to go west to the Berkshires or north to New Hampshire or Vermont to see land like this, and they don't.
State Rep Naughton says housing east of Berlin is getting increasingly congested and pushing west because of it. He says it will only get more intense, so it's important to keep protecting land. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.